Hey y'all, this is Victor Haskins with another episode of Vic's Tips. And in this episode, we're going to discuss some ideas for using space in your solo. So, we should all get on the same page about what space is and is not. So if playing music is painting sound upon the canvas of time, space is the silence that we paint onto that canvas. Notice I didn't say it's something that we leave, it's something we consciously insert. Playing notes is a thing, it's an entity. Playing silence is another entity. I'm saying that the presence of sound and the absence of sound are both sounds. They're both things, they're both entities, right? Space isn't something that happens when you have to take the horn out of your mouth to breathe, to play your next phrase of notes. It's not what happens when you have to scratch your nose and you can't play the right-handed piano. It's something that you consciously have to insert. It's a thing just like notes. Just like you have to play notes, you have to play space. You have to insert the silence. It should be something you have control over. Space is a big part of phrasing. You understand phrasing, you understand how and when to insert space to get your message across most effectively. And that's what we want to develop. There are no hard and fast rules regarding using space. If you listen to any of these solo unaccompanied videos that I've made, I use very little space. And that's a facet of me understanding how my phrasing works for the message that I'm trying to deliver. Not using space, or not using very much space, as it were, doesn't muddle up the message or obscure what it is I'm trying to say. It's just how I express my ideas. And depending on what the situation is, I use less or more space, depending on the tune. There's so many different factors that influence space and how much space one should use, and it's all up to discretion. So understanding different ways that space affects what we're saying and the clarity of our message, that's the most important thing. So you have the power to use it or not use it when you feel it's necessary. So I think in this episode, it'd be a good idea to cover or make the parallel between language and music again, as we have in the past. I'm going to say a monologue, and I'll do it two different ways, and then we'll talk about it afterwards. So here's the first way. How do I eat gummy bears? Well, first I bite off the ears, and then I bite off the legs, and then the arms, and then I twist the head off and devour the body whole. Okay, so here's the monologue again.
How do I eat gummy bears? First, I bite off the ears, then I bite off the legs, and the arms, and then I twist off the head and devour the body whole.
Okay, so same exact monologue done two completely different ways. The space in the second one creates this drama, creates this gravity to what I'm saying. Even though I'm just talking about a ridiculous way to eat gummy bears, which by the way, I don't eat gummy bears like that. The first way of saying that monologue, I was telling it, and the second way, I was showing it. And I didn't, the presence of words that I said was not different. The same words were used, but the amount of space and when I said those words, and when I didn't say those words, influenced how the message comes across. It almost makes eating gummy bears this kind of dark, twisted sort of thing, even though I'm saying the exact same words. So, I'm going to give you a musical example now of using space in a solo, and I'm going to play and improvise on Softly's in the Morning Sunrise. that's an example of using space in different capacities while developing a solo. And yeah, so I hope that was a useful tip. I hope you got something out of everything I said. And join me next week for our next tip. Thank you. Hey y'all, don't forget to rate this video thumbs up, comment, share this video, subscribe to this channel, as well as go on to Facebook, liking my page, follow me on Twitter at Victor Haskins, at improvisatory, and also signing up for my email list through my website, victorhaskins.com. Thank you.